welcome back to Rupy's Break from Reality, where you join me, as you may be able to tell from the sign behind me, on or in New Orleans. And specifically, I'm on the corner of Chartres Street and Dumaine Street. And what's the relevance of that? Well, let's see if the James Bond fans can get it if I just pose against this lamppost. No? Okay. I'm looking across at a building just across the way. Oops. On that corner, which would have been the Filet Sol, or the New Orleans branch of the Filet Sol, because the other one was in Harlem. And this was the spot where the MI6 agent was stood at the very beginning of Live and Let Die to watch a funeral go by, and a guy just behind him comes and stands next to him, and the agent says, "Whose funeral is it?" And the guy says, "Yours." Stabs him. He falls into the street. There is the street. And as the funeral procession comes by, the coffin rests lightly on our agent, who's not James Bond, but one of the other agents, one of the other 00 agents. I want to say Baines. I'll correct it in the edit if it's not Baines. I liked Baines. We shared the same tailor. I may have to edit all of this out if I've got the wrong guy. Anyway, so the coffin rests on the body, and then they pick it up, and the body's gone. It's in the coffin, and that happened right here. And we're in the middle of the French district in New Orleans, and as you can see, it is just like you imagine it to be on TV, albeit less crowded, it being a Thursday afternoon. I like New Orleans. It's got a very, very cool vibe to it. Right, time for some more exploration. Now this is the historic and indeed world famous Bourbon Street. So if you've ever seen pictures or footage of New Orleans during Mardi Gras, this generally is where they film. Very loud and very busy. Now the reason that you can see so many people in red is because they've had a race, which is too loud to explain about now. So I'll explain that in the voiceover. And welcome back to Rupy's Break from Reality, where, remember earlier I was telling you about the red dress run? I found some competitors, and they're going to tell us what it's all about. All right, you ready, ladies? They're all very shy, so you will have to bear with them.
It's for charity. It's for charity.
For charity.
It's for charity. Woo!
Okay. Oh look, there are some more. This town is full of people in red dresses, male and female.
It's
right.
going down in the DMs.
I think they're just talking about the run, nothing else. Well, the day is yet young, man.
Sorry, I heard you guys didn't have those.
Thank you very much.
With us?
I'm not dressed for the occasion,
You
but
want a Sunny D vodka? This one's not open.
A white claw?
well, that sounds like an offer I can't refuse.
That's how we do it in New Orleans.
Clearly can't film that bit. And welcome back. I'm still in New Orleans, and this behind me is the South Shore Harbour. Why am I outside the South Shore Harbour? Well, you may recall from Live and Let Die, the James Bond film starring Roger Moore. In fact, Roger Moore's first. There were a series of scenes where he was driving a motorboat, jumping over various things and taking care of various baddies. I seem to recall he ruined a wedding as well. Well, this is where he eventually ends up, driving his boat very slowly at 15 miles per hour and waving at the baddies and the police. It's very cool, New Orleans. I mean, It's a cool place. It's ridiculously hot and ridiculously humid. I am sweating like the proverbial whatever you want to take, and I'm being accosted by a wasp as well. So I'm going to move over to my next location, which is just a little while that way. So I'll see you all in a bit. I've managed to get in to this hangar for the boats by the harbour, which is a little bit closer to where James Bond rode his boat. At the end of the scene anyway. He didn't do any jumping around from here. I'm at the next location, which wasn't actually that far. I mean, it's literally a 2-minute walk. But this behind me is the lakefront airport, and in those little hangars, that's the word I'm looking for, was the scene, or scenes, in Live and Let Die, where James Bond commandeers an airplane, a private airplane, which was supposed to be used for a flying lesson. I want to say the Bleecker School. And he took that plane and he was driving it around the airport, being chased by baddies, and well, none of it actually comes off very well. The plane is totaled, the cars are totaled. The lesson ends with Bond saying something along the lines of same time next week, and then he runs off to the next scene. But that all happened here in New Orleans. It's so cool.